This video is sponsored by Microsoft. So this is the Surface Pro 3, and I first got to play with it at the Kids Views Back to School party, and I'm back in a Microsoft store to play with it again because when my computer eventually dies, this is actually the front runner to replace it. And I've been sitting here playing with it for a while, and I'm really impressed. Just tooling around on this, it's very fast. You can open things quickly. The screen is incredibly responsive. The kickstand is really cool. It can go from this in just a continuous motion. It's not easy to push it because it can stay in any of those positions, all the way to this. And let me show you what that looks like when it's flipped over in position. In that position, it's at just a bit of an angle so that you can type or write. It's like the perfect angle for that. So that's very cool. Also has a stylus, which is new, and if you click on the top of the stylus, it automatically starts OneNote. Now, a lot of people aren't familiar with OneNote, but I use OneNote all the time. My handwriting might be terrible, but the Surface is picking up what I'm writing perfectly. There are no little, there's no pixelation. It picks it up really, really well. This is excellent. This is the first time that I've tried the pen, and it's just a very fluid feeling. It feels like you're writing with a pen. It really does. Now, clicking the Surface into one of the type covers, watch this, the magnet is super strong. It almost goes in there by itself. And then this is a fantastic feature. There's another magnet that clicks the keyboard up, so let me show you. It's on just a little bit of an angle, just like on my laptop, so that it's just a more comfortable typing angle. It's a small difference in degrees, but it's a huge difference in the way this feels on your wrist. It's difficult for me to demonstrate the type cover since I have to hold the camera with one hand, but it really is a really comfortable keyboard. It just feels good. Even though it's very shallow, it's a very thin cover, the keys still click. They feel like real keys. They are real keys. So let's say that you either didn't buy the type cover or you don't have it with you, but you still want to type on the keyboard. You put the kickstand to this really low angle, which is perfect for typing. It's kind of awkward to type on a tablet if the tablet is flat, so this is just perfect. And if you press this, you get a keyboard. Oh, that's for writing. Very cool. Well, let's try this. Hi, my name is Amy. Cool. And then go to Insert. Look at that. Puts it right in there. So you can take notes with the pen and then insert them into a document. That's very cool. Or, like I was saying, you can also use a keyboard, which is also easy to type on. And this also has a very cool keyboard, my favorite keyboard on my original Surface, which is great if you're using it in tablet mode and you're holding it. You can hold it like this and then type with your thumbs. This is great if you're like sitting on the subway, you don't want to put it on your lap. It's a really, really smart keyboard. Let's say that you want to bring your Surface back and forth to work, or you want to connect it to a larger screen frequently. Like I could totally see wanting to use dual screens if I'm editing something, some kind of video, or if I'm doing a big Twitter party, and you want to connect it to something else. Of course, you could just do that using the ports in the Surface, but if you're going to be doing this a lot and you want it to behave more like a big laptop or a big desktop computer, you can use the docking station. Let's turn this around and I'll show you what that is. So here's the back of the docking station. You've got 4 USB ports, 2 of them high speed. you've got the monitor connection, you've got an Ethernet port, headphone jack, power supply, and the way this is designed, you still have access to your USB over here. So you really have 5 USB ports to use when you've got this in the docking station. It also charges your Surface very quickly. Hi, I'm back home. I have to finish this video at home because the Microsoft Store closed, otherwise I'd still probably be sitting there playing with the Surface. I ended up playing with the Surface Pro 3 for about an hour and a half, and I went to the store to do an assignment for Microsoft, but I was also kind of shopping for my next computer, and I found it. I'm like 99% sure that the Surface Pro 3 is going to be my next computer purchase. I just love how versatile it is. I mean, the screen is big and beautiful, but the entire thing is small enough and light enough to hold comfortably as a tablet. When you put on the type cover, you get a totally comfortable typing experience. The pen is amazing. The pen writes like an actual pen. It's kind of freaked me out how comfortable it was. It seemed like you were writing on paper. What else? The angles of the kickstand, it's fantastic. I'm so impressed, and I keep having to resist the urge to compare it to a real laptop or a real computer, but if you look at the specs, you can totally configure a Surface with the same specs as a powerful computer. You can get a Core i7, you can get 8 gigs of RAM, you can get, I think, 512 gigs of memory. You can make it into a really, really powerful little package and run any kind of software you want, just like on a real computer. Yeah, I'm impressed. I like it a lot.